Read each other's comments, guys. It's been put out there. Jennifer's not going to keep answering like everybody going. Give it a couple minutes. The screen will come back. There's lag. I hate the way this lags for some people. Jennifer can put something in, then immediately, right beneath her, whatever she puts, someone will ask her that question that she just clarified, and they go, anybody answer? Hello? Is anybody, you know? Oh, my goodness sakes. Got rain here tonight. Temperature's going up. I'm going to have to lower my fireplace. Gotta love the sound of the rain, though. I do. I do. It's taking a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I'm back too. We're back at the same time for once. That's great. Wonderful. Hello, Sharita. How you doing tonight? It drives me crazy every time you pop in because your name's Sharita, and I told you already, every time I just look at your name and I hear, I love it when you call me Senorita. That's what I want to call you, is Senorita. Every time. Thank you, Jennifer. Right on. Right on. I can't help it. Jennifer, does Sharita's name have that effect on you with the Senorita song? It really. Oh my gosh. We from my local area, we have like our Facebook page, right? And then we have a music where you can go in, you can upload music and post it there, and you want to talk about it, whatever, but it's for music and videos. And I went in today, and there was a video called Fortune Teller, and it was by Robert Plant. And Allison, what's her name? Allison Cross, whatever her name. She didn't even sing in it, so I don't know what she was even doing there. But anyway, it's a sucky song for Robert Plant. It really was. It's kind of corny and it's sucky. He goes to fortune teller just to sum it all up. And she says, let me see your palm. She reads his palm. Then she looks into her crystal ball. And I've got to listen to it again. I only listened to it once, but somewhere along the line in that meeting with them, she had told him, you're going to find love. Love is coming your way, and it's coming today, kind of thing. And you'll be looking love in the face, kind of a thing, right? So the whole day goes by, the night goes by. Hello, Loretta. Hello, Kim. Welcome back, Kim. Clueless on that song, but Sunny Sharita always makes me smile. Yeah, Sharita doesn't see that about herself. We like to see you, Sharita. You make us smile. That's the truth. And anyways, so he was really angry that he paid that good money and his thing didn't come true. So he goes back to the fortune teller, and he's just ripping mad. And he goes in, I forget how it goes, but anyways, he looks at her, and in that instant, he realizes she was right all along. He was staring love in the face. He fell in love with the fortune teller. That's the story, but it's not a good song. It's not something you'd listen. That's why I haven't listened to it twice. It's not. I was like, wow, this is Robert Plant stuff, you know? So. I posted that song, Jennifer, in the group, I posted that in the group. The fortune teller song. Like I said, it sucks right out loud, but. So anyways, what do we got going on here? All right, I'm going to put the smudge up. I hear ping, ping, ping. That means people is waiting. They be waiting. Oh, bring us some good energy here tonight. Lots of enlightening moments, knowledge, guidance, and love. Thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, thank you. Oh, God, I wish you guys could smell my sweet grass. I actually went out there last week and was poking around. Oh my God, it's so good. I gotta be able to bottle this stuff. I tell ya. Oh my gosh, I thought I was ready. I never am. But I went out and tried to search for any more sweetgrass that might have dried right on the stem, but I couldn't find any of it. Couldn't find any of it. This smudge could be better. I'm gonna relight it. Hold on one moment. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true, la la la. Oh, you keep me coming. Yeah, you keep me running for you. Oh, here we go. Bum, bum. Oh, it's so beautiful. I had a campfire yesterday. All those pizza boxes I mentioned last time, that's where they went. Pop boxes, soda boxes and stuff. They all went. I had a little fire. And then I threw some wood. And I burnt wood for a while. And it was cold, but I wasn't cold standing by the fire. But the minute I walked away, man, it was chilly. It was nippy. Some people would say nipply. It was nipply. Yeah, it was nipply all right. I wasn't out there about 45 minutes maybe, letting the dog get some exercise. You know, that kind of a thing. He was a bad boy for me today. I was very upset with him. You know, something that could have endangered him, and he wouldn't listen to me, and he wouldn't come to me. So I went to him, and he ran, and he thought we were playing a game, and the ground is wet, and it's half frozen already. The first time I've ever been this angry with him. I slapped his ass. I'll tell you that right now. I had to. Just so he would know that all what he just did and created was not acceptable. What happened was I opened the door crack, and when I did, I didn't know the cat was right there hiding under the table, and the cat went boom out the door. Guess who went boom out the door? Right behind the cat, the dog. Down the stairs they tear. That cat is going to be the death of this dog. He tears for the woods, knowing very well a cat's not stupid. Stewie's really smart. And there's a dog right up his ass behind him going into the woods. My heart. Kaboom, kaboom. No! Come back here! I've got sock feet. I got my jammy top on. You know, and it's blowing out there, and it's cold enough to freeze water. Put it that way. I got frozen water everywhere outside. And then he went this way, heading for the road. The road is that way. And I don't live on a busy road except certain times of the day. It's people going to work and then people coming home. 2 school buses go back and forth twice a day. Other than that, it's straight cars. But still, we've got big fish trucks that go through that work out here. I was in the middle of a phone call too. I said, I'll be back, and I just dropped the receiver. I think I was gone 15 minutes, a good 15 minutes. And I come into the house, and I couldn't even catch my breath. I ran the whole time. I was just ready to throttle him. And when he went around the front, my heart just went, oh, man, it hammered like no tomorrow. Honest to God. If I didn't live up I'm up a flight, right? If I was ground level, if I had no basement underneath me, I'd stick up a stake, a permanent one, and have a big long lead on it for him, you know, and I just have to go out my door and clip him, and he's all good. He's not going to run away, but that's not how it's laid out here. So, all right. You sent 2, Cora? All right. Let me see. Let's get into her here, people. Let's get into her. Let's see here. Yeah, both Bear and I got sick around 3 a.m. last night. He woke me up because he was heaving. He out of a dead sleep starts heaving. It wakes me up. I'm like, what's that sound? And I look, and of course he's right next to me. And he's all like doing this, you know. I'm like, oh my God. I've got a pee pad on my bedroom floor, so I picked him up. I set him on the pad, and I held my hand on his back to keep him there. And then I kept rubbing his belly, and he vomited. Now, I wasn't feeling well either. I'm like, well, we'll stay up for a bit just to make sure you're not going to puke all over my clean linen in my bed because it's all clean, right? I'm like, no. You wouldn't do this at the very end of things, right? Yeah, I know I'm chatty tonight. Shut up and let me talk. Anyways, so about 10 to 4, I'm feeling rotten. About 10 to 4, I'm sitting there with the Christmas movie playing, and I didn't even make myself a cup of tea. I didn't do anything. I just got a drink water, left, and then, yeah, about 3:45 or so, I didn't feel well at all. I felt worse. I'm like, what is going on? And, yeah, I'm getting in there. I'm going to send you a screenshot while I'm talking, Jennifer. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 from Cora, 6, 7. That's 7. All right. Oh, wrong button. Shoot. There. Just give me a moment, Jen. Anyways, I felt sick, and then I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And I was the next phone call on Beulah. Put it that way. I got pretty sick. Right over the toilet. Just horrible. Not going into detail, don't worry. Okay, now, Jen, here we go. Yeah, it's not that, no, it's not like anybody said anything, but I'm just reading people's thoughts. Get on with the readings. I don't want to be here all night. I want my reading. That's why I said I could hear the voices, that the thoughts were floating through the air. There, I hope that this is it. And that went through okay. There you go. All right, there goes my tea. Hold on, guys. First person up, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Jen, if you want to make that list and slip Cora in there where you think she is, but I think Donna's the first one. Thank you. No, that was from earlier today, wasn't it? Thank you. If Donna comes in, tell her I said thank you. Okay, Sharita, you are up first. Come on, open. There we go. All right, Sharita would just like to have a general card. I love them. I like taking those shots in the dark to see what comes up. So this would be good. Good, Sharita, up front and center. There you go. Oh, my God, my first shuffle of the day, look. All over the place. Sharita, our friend Sharita would like to have a general card pulled for her and bring to her attention, to the forefront, what she needs to be focused on, what she needs to pay attention to, what could be coming her way, and what she can't anticipate. Hi, baby, I know. You can get up behind me if you want. Do you want to get up behind Mommy? You can get up behind me, I don't mind. There you go. You come up this way. Here. There you go. He doesn't like me. He knows I'm going to be here for hours. He doesn't like it. Come on up. Come on, Dada. Good boy. Dada, good boy. He's actually, the warmth from him is good on my back. So, he makes me sit up ramrod straight, which is good for your postures. Okay, what is going on for Sharita? Just a minute, like a piano player, I guess I've got to stretch myself out. Maybe then I won't be dropping the cards. I feel better now, though. I don't feel sick tonight. Boys, that was bad last night. It's just weird that both of us got sick. So I've been watching the cat all day. Because if all of us got sick, I know right off what the problem is. Because summer just got over, the warm weather. There could be E. coli growing in the well. It would need to be shocked, which is not a big deal, and it's cheap. So, and I didn't do it. I've never had to shock this well. It would be a first if something like that happened. So, when you get sick and your animals get sick at the same time and you all got the same symptoms, choose your water. Something wrong with water. It's happened to me once before. I know about it. So, all right, Sharita. Here we go, my dear. Cut the deck. What's going on with Sharita? What is... I can't even see. The Seven of Wands. Okay. Sevens are all about possibilities. Anything's possible when sevens come up in a reading. In other words, that's the energy they carry, is that anything can happen. I also just heard for you, Sharita, what was it? It just went through my head. Expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. There's something going on there. Thanks, Sharita. Everybody tells me that. Never ever thought of it before either. I've never thought of it. So, yeah. Let me bring my book out. But the key word, the prompt on this card, not a bad prompt. It's just letting you in and letting you in on the no side of things. Is endurance is what it is. Having the endurance to see something through to the very end, to stick to your guns, stick to your plans. Somebody could be in direct resistance to your plans, and I'm assuming what Tarot's bringing for are your future plans, which we all know about, right? It's saying there could be somebody in your life that kind of resists the plans that you're making. They're not 100% supportive of you. Kind of a naysayer, something like that. Yep. You could be finding yourself feeling defensive around somebody. And it's almost like a switch. It's like a auto reaction when your future plans come up with New York City and all of that. And somebody, you weren't born yesterday. You know if somebody's with you in this or not, or if they just don't have any opinion even. But there's somebody that kind of gives you there's a twist going on in there, and they're not completely supportive. And you find yourself going into great depths of details to explain what it is you're doing, why you're doing it, where you're going, and why you're going there, what you're looking, what your goal is. And they just don't get it. I don't think they get that this is a passion of yours. This just isn't a whim that you came up with out of the blue. That this is your passion, and you're following your passion, right? They're not understanding that very well, from what I can see. No, I never said living with you. Not with you, but somebody in your life is not 100%. Or, you know what? It could be you. All right? Don't take offense by this, but this could be you. It's like the conversation we had, what was it, Sunday night? And you need more belief and more hope, and maybe you have a lot of times and you say, this is the little voice, this isn't going to happen. This isn't going to happen. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. This sort of a thing. You need to have the endurance to hold on. These things that you want to bring to you for your future, they can't be done overnight. They can't be done in a week. But they can be done, is the thing. Are you going to let go of the reins at some point if you get tired, fed up? I'll just change my game plan, to hell with all that. I don't think you want to. So you need the endurance. You really do need to have a one-on-one with the universe to make a big difference in your life. That's what I just said. Yeah, Sharita. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. The thing is, here's the thing. So you're the naysayer. And that's why the card's coming forth saying you need to endure. If you want to manifest and bring these things into your reality, you need to, and you need to be able to endure the time that it's going to take, and you have to take active action as well. Continue to do your writing, right? Do that every day. I hope you do that every day, because if you don't, you're sending the wrong message out to the universe. Everything has to be geared and goaled toward that. Can you go online and get the New York Times under classified, look for rentals? Do things like this that show that you're taking an action here. You're taking action. That speaks volumes to the universe, okay? So you really are going to need to hold on to the universe. It's going to be your backup. But that's, yeah, you're probably, I told you this, I think, Sunday, that in that regard it had nothing to do with this, but in the other regard that your question was around on Sunday, I actually remember it, which isn't like me. Usually when I'm done a reading, that's it, I'm done, I don't really remember. So anyway, you can sometimes be your own worst enemy. You've got two. Okay, Jen, here I go. No, it's not. It's, okay. Okay. I have to keep Facebook up. And it was an important message, so I didn't get sidetracked for no reason. But that's what we're looking at here. You get a lot of self-doubts, and they cause more damage than when you get good things going on, and the impression they can make. Well, the darker is stronger than that good thing. You're always what ifs, and that kind of overshadows your goals, your dreams, and your wishes as well. I don't know what this is about and how this pertains to you. But it's showing you may find yourself going to the defense of another person, if not yourself. I don't know. It's like you're speaking up. You're standing up for someone you're supporting, and you're being vocal about it. I'll throw it out there. It's just part of the generic meaning of the card. I'll just put it out there because it's here. Another meaning of the card could be a dispute over territory, ownership over something. But the advice of the card is to say your words very loud and very clear when you're speaking with people, and then be prepared to negotiate. If you're in some kind of an agreement with somebody, you have the higher moral ground, and with endurance and with courage, you will get the result that you need and want. Your keywords are defense and resilience, protection, opposition, territory, force, and resistance. What is going on with you? Honestly, Sharita, that's what everything's circling around. You have to have the endurance to hold on to the good, the light, the positive, and the belief. All right? And you have to start to release that other side of you, that you are your own worst enemy. You're never going to move forward. It's never going to happen. You got to remain, positive. Not stupid positive. You know, like some people become real flaky. Like, see things for what they are. Stick with reality. But within yourself, that's your own special place, is to give birth to your passion and your ideas, and then start shooting them down before even anybody else gets a chance, even if they wanted to shoot it down. They can't hurt you any more than you can hurt yourself. That's what this is all about. You have to have the endurance to hold on and hold tight. If you feel becoming and following your plans and everything unfolding the way you want it to, if you truly, that is what you want, you should never ever let any shadows come into your life, any negative thinking, that kind of a thing. You know what? This works for some people. It helps. You start seeing yourself, all right, as the person that you want to be. Start being that person. In your mind, Tell yourself, I'm already established. Now I just have to move forward and spread it out, kind of thing. I don't know, Sharita. We're coming back to that again. It's just the same as Sunday. You're your own worst enemy. You got to really, really work hard on this. Really, really. Let's ask Lilith how long this is going to take you and hope that she's accurate. That's all I can say. Then we'll move on to the next. I know I'm really slow in starting here tonight. Sorry, everybody. Hope your cell phones, and most of you are on cell phones, I hope they're charged up. There's always a bit of a wait. So you have to be kind of prepared for that. All right, this is for Sharita. All right, Lilith. Sharita's plans about the whole New York thing, starting over, the craft she wants to pursue. Is this ever going to come into her reality? Are her dreams and passion going to become a reality? How long before she finally gets to where she feels, I'm here, I've arrived, and this feels right and good? How long are we talking here? The whole New York thing, the whole starting over thing. Until she says to herself, I finally arrived, I'm here. How long? I'm going to go out there and say, are we looking at 6 months' time? Will this come together for Sharita within a 6-month period? She's saying yes. Could it happen sooner than 6 months? No. But she's definitely going to be able to fulfill and live her passions. And she's saying yes. There you go, Sharita. I hope that was okay for you. All right, who is next? I probably need a new list. I have to refresh. Oh, don't log me out. Come on. Jesus, slow. Just looking here as soon as this loads up to see who's coming in next. Okay. Oh, yes, you need a new list. Andrea's next. And I've got to get you a list here, Jen. It's gotten a little longer. It'll just be a moment. I resize everything. Okay. When is Cora up? When will she be up, do you think? Yeah. Okay, we're up to you, Andrea. If you want to step up front and center, I'm going to open up your thing here and see if you left notes. Yes. Will me and my family get justice for my father's death? All right, I'm sorry about that. That's sad. That's really... Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. All right, here we go. Is Andrea? There she is. All right. Okay, one moment. Where's my... There we go. Okay, this is for Andrea, also known as Drea 3-eye catch. And she wants to know if her and her family are going to receive justice for her father's death. It's terrible. There's a whole thing, you know, that goes around with not dying a natural death, but dying because somebody else took your life. Wow. 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 Okay. Once more. Once more, Drea. Oh my God. That's a... The Three of Wands is what I pulled for you, Dre. Motivation is the prompt on this card. It's motivation is what it is. It's a 3. There's a lot of power in that card because of the number 3. It's very highly revered. It carries the presence of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You will not lack in motivation, I can tell you that right now. There will be no lack of. You have a reason to be feeling the way you feel. You have a reason to be doing what you're doing. Wow. Oh. Yeah, it is, Kathleen. You're right. Welcome, Kathleen Ellis. You're right. It's just sad, right? You're going to have cause for celebration, I can tell you that. And it shows you with driving motivation to see things through to the end. You're not backing down. You're not sitting down. You're not done till the fat lady sings, as they say. This card shows you possibly going on a trip somewhere. You're traveling. It has nothing to do with your question, but you're traveling either in connection with the arts of some kind or sport. And you're keeping a real sharp, open mind, ready to switch gears on any plans that you have ahead of you, because having a dynamic attitude is going to bring you greater results than what you can even realize right now. You may find yourself taking an unusual approach to a problem or situation and finding ingenious ways to problem solve and to get your message across. The advice of the card: think laterally, try new ways to fire your communication and your creativity. The keywords are travel and relationships, celebrations, originality, success, the arts, and maybe some sports in there. And I just, my brain's a little slow sometimes. And I kind of went through what you're going through, but with my sister. Kind of the same thing. She was in the hospital. And she was 31, but she had moved back into my parents' home. She ended up in the hospital. We kept her for a few days. Got her. She was a severe diabetic, and she had other problems and stuff. She was 31. And she calls my parents about 6 o'clock in the evening and says, "Can you come pick me up tomorrow? I'm out of here 6 a.m. I'll be ready and waiting." And they're like, "Yeah, okay, good, you're coming home." The next morning, around 5:30 in the morning, the telephone rang, and it was head nurse calling from the floor Cindy was They called to tell her Cindy died through the night. It was a three-ring circus after that. She laid this hospital is called the Regional, and it's our main hospital. It's also a teaching hospital. It's very big. It's very large. And my sister's face and story was on the front page of our local newspaper in St. John for like 6 months. Well, there was a coroner's investigation. There was all kinds of stuff. They come out looking really, 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 really bad. I'll tell you how bad. She laid there for at least 6 hours dead before anybody knew she was dead. Rigor mortis had set in. That's how long. There was no bringing her back or saving her, right? The thing that came out of it, though, because there was a big challenge with getting all her records from that hospital stay, and they wouldn't give them. And they said there's so many, there's hundreds, and you have to pay $1 a page and all this other bull crap. And there was just basically no communication between the family and the hospital kind of thing. What came out of that at the end, and they're still there to this day, is what's called a patient's advocate. So they speak for you. They can get a hold of anybody on that, you know, the whole line of whoever works at the hospital and stuff like this. So I know what that's like. And what did she die from? It was their fault. She died of an insulin overdose. She was not supposed to have insulin before going to bed. It was a three-ring circus, long story short. No, there was nobody got sued. I spoke to a lawyer myself. He said, basically, you can't sue a hospital. You can only sue individuals. So who do you go after? You know, that kind of a thing. Oh, Dre, that's beautiful. That's really good for you. Really, really, really good for you. Oh, yeah, thanks, everybody. That's nice. Thank you for your thoughts. She was beautiful. She was 4'11". I'm 5'2". She was 4'11", a little bit shorter than me. We were originally both brunettes. And people, we get creeped. They still do. They get creeped out. They say, every time I see you, I see her. Because we resembled each other a lot. We really, people knew we were sisters, right? Just the difference in height, and whether one, she had great, big, blue, beautiful eyes. So, she never got to have children. She never got to be married. Any of that stuff. Just sad. So let's find out what's going to go on here if you're going to get justice for the death of your dad here. One more time. I'm sorry, I'm way off track here tonight. There we go. So it's what we want to know. Justice be served. Justice be served. Nine of Swords, the anxiety card of tarot is what you got, Dre. That's what's come up. Is this keeping you awake at night? The whole situation, because that's what that card represents. It just represents stress, lack of sleep, tossing and turning, maybe even bad dreams. Could become a part of your landscape as well. Nobody wants to take on the man, we'll say, right? In institutions and stuff, that I call them all the same. They're the man. You know, it's stressful. There's no two ways of getting around that. It's funny this subject comes up here of death and stuff, mystery. Welcome back. And what you just said. In about 4 hours and 12 minutes after midnight, it'll be 2 years that my husband died here. 2 years. This was his last day 2 years ago. So anyway, the Nine of Swords is the anxiety card of tarot, Dre. It reveals trouble beneath the surface, and it's often expressed through dreams and nightmares. The tarot's asking you, what's eating you up? You could be anxious due to pressure, overwork, family issues. Anxiety may be a pattern for you as a worrier. I wouldn't call you that in this case. On a physical level, it can show somebody not sleeping well due to stress and overthinking. I think overthinking would be your big one right there. The advice of the card is what ties you up at the 3 a.m. looks smaller in the light of day. Try to keep your perspective when negative thoughts start to get in your way. Focus back in on what your perspective is, what your reason, what your goal is, what your motivation is. Panic attacks, fear, guilt, insomnia, nightmare, stress, and mental overload going on here. Let's consult with Lilith. With Lilith, and we'll get a straight yes or no. Yeah, I don't want to be on here at midnight. I'm not going to be. I don't care if there's questions waiting. I'm out of here before midnight. So it's just a respect thing. This is for Andrea, still within the parameters of her one card, one question reading here, pertaining to her father's death. Andrea wants to know, are me and my family going to see justice over the death of my father? That was her question. Can we bring her some enlightenment, please, Lilith? Justice will be served in the death of her father. He died in the hands of medical care. Care that he wasn't really being given properly, obviously. She's saying yes, there's going to be justice served here. Could we get a time frame? When it's all said and done, could we get a time frame for when it's all said and done? So she can move past and through this and put it to rest. Are we looking at a 6-month period here? Could this happen within 6 months where justice will be served? No. You watch, she's going to say longer. Longer? Yeah, okay. All right. Are we looking at a year from now? Will justice be served to Andrea and her family over her father's death a year from now? Can we look at a year from now? She's saying yes. Let's try to go closer. Could it possibly be all tied up, completely done in 9 months? And she's saying no. So it is 12 full months. Thank you. Thank you, Lilith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There you go, Drea. She said within a year. But all the things that you're dealing with, being preoccupied, something like that doesn't go away in the run of your day, right? It just doesn't go away in the run of your day. It really doesn't. It's with you all the time. You're very welcome, Dre. I'm very sorry you're going through what you're going through. It's not easy at all. And something like that it can become mainstream public news and information. It's no fun seeing your family's name spread across the front page of a newspaper, and coroners and all this other crazy stuff. But I tell you, the hospital come out looking awful bad because there were 2 other deaths that shouldn't have happened just before hers, right? There was only one little story written about one of them, and you never heard about it again. But then when my sister died, it just went kaboom, and it just blew. And they come out looking very negligent. No other way of getting around it. Okay, so let's see. Cora's next. Cora Lee. I'll see here, Cora, if you left your questions. I'm looking for here. I'll get the first one. Let me see here. There you are. just taking a moment for that to open up. Okay. Go ahead, Cora, if you're still here, and I know you are. What? I don't see question attached to the transfer. There we go. Okay. Let's find out, Cora. Is your mom going? Your mom going to go with them too? Is your mother taking him? Is she going to be there with him too? And you need to be there. Okay? You need to go too. Because if whatever comes back, are they getting if they're getting the results right away before they go home? If it comes back that he has to be hospitalized, what you were mentioning, you said right away kind of thing, your mom's going to need support. You need to be there for your mama. All right? I can tell you that right off. Right off. Go. Take the day off. And go. If you don't, you know what? If anything happened, never forgive yourself. One more run through. Yes. And you can be there to kind of take care of things. Whatever your mother needs done at home or things needed, whatever, you're going to be there firsthand to help. Just say you're there just for support. Oh my God. You can't believe it. You got God. I always say with Cora, Tara loves Cora. It really does. Like readings for Cora, like every freaking card is nailed. Do you know what I mean? So basically, you know, it's a responsibility thing to be there for your mom, your dad, to help out in any way you can, making the time for them, the whole bit. Look what you got. Get your name written all over it. Absolutely. Responsibility. That's what the prompt is on this card. This is sometimes called the overwhelm card of tarot too. So please keep that little bug in your ear. And the last thing we want or need is more responsibility, more stuff on our plate. You know, you're busy with your son and you're busy with your jobs and whatnot. So you're going to find yourself, or even maybe right now you feel this way, Cora, that you've got far too much to do and to think about, and there could be pressure maybe from work, or maybe a little on the home front, which there is. I mean, your dad and all, you know, and other things we won't talk about. But the problem here is you can become so absorbed in details that you can't see the bigger picture. And you could make it hard for you to see or discern between what needs to be done now, what's the most important thing. You know, essentially, if you've got it, yes, details are important on no matter what you're going through or what you're dealing with, but you also have to include the bigger picture. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. What I mean by that is you could take an instant fix for something, say, there, that problem's done, it's solved, I took care of that, whatever. But it was quick and it was fast. You may have taken a shortcut, right? But the thing is, I say it, and how many times you hear me say it, Cora? Instant fixes only fix things for an instant, and you're right back where you started from, if not behind. So make sure you're seeing the bigger picture on everything. And you got to watch out for this too, Cora, because another meaning of this card is that it could be one person or just your situation is taking all of your mental energy So you have little time to focus on your own needs. The advice of the card is set some boundaries to reduce your stress, and you may need to say no to certain people about certain things you just don't have enough hours in the day for. Keywords: burdens, overload, confusion, exhaustion, priorities, pressure, and blocks. And let's quickly ask Lilith what she thinks you should do. See if she agrees. We're getting busy. We thought this was going to be a slow night, Jennifer. There we go. Still within the one card reading for Cora, pertaining to her dad and his health, and he has an angiogram to go to. Cora's mom will be with him, of course. And Cora wants to know if she should take the day off of work and be there as well. I said yes. That was what came through anyway. That's what I seen come through. Stop that. Should Cora take the day off work and be with her mother and father while her father's getting an angiogram? Should Cora be there? Yes, absolutely. Well, there's no doubt. She's agreeing as well. I'm just almost picking something else up here. Just give me a second. That's it. You're going. You're going. You're going to be your mother's pillar of strength. Okay. What's your second question, Cora? We'll do your second question while we're at it here. I'm going, people. I'm going. I think Jennifer needs a new list. So while Cora's typing in her second question, and then we got Cora taken care of. And she made her payments, donations, I should say. She made her donations back to back, right on top of each other. Okay. Oh my God, I've got to make my font even smaller to send you a list. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Okay. Here comes a new list, Jennifer. Oh, really? If you need to pause to go talk, A, E-H-A. Okay, did you hear what I said, though? If you need to book off, you just go. Okay, all right, as long as you're good. Okay, so the next person, what did I say? Who did I say? Is Eileen Holton. That's who I have, Eileen Holton. Okay, Eileen Holton in the house. That was Cora next. There we go. Sorry, Cora. Sorry, Eileen. Eileen, get ready. All right, let's find out. I think he's just a real late bloomer myself. It takes him a while to kick in. Okay, Eileen, just sit right there. Sit tight. I have to do Cora. I forgot about her. She had two questions right on top of each other. So we'll take care of Cora, and then it's your turn, Eileen. All right, let's see what Morris is up to. Are you up to Morris? Okay, chill out, Cora. Chill. You got the Two of Cups. This is a wonderful card. Tarot's telling you to chill out, to calm down. Tarot doesn't want you reading into things at all. At all. I think myself, this is classic Morris, is what it is. It's classic Morris. Classic behavior. Drags his feet. He's not quick with anything. You should know that by now. I know that by now. You should know that by now. Everything with Morris takes 6 months longer than it should. But Morris is not one to bullshit you, though. He's always straightforward. If there's something you feel he's not telling you, he will eventually. He may be feeling a little squeezed. Don't put too much pressure there. Give him lots of breathing room. But you got the Two of Cups. The overall meaning of this card, the almost overall common meaning, is partnerships to last a lifetime. And that usually this card is referred to lovers more than anything else. But it could be partnership, but I know that it's not with you. It is absolutely all about lovers. All of it. So this card predicts love for you, equality, and finding eventually, finally, Cora, a meeting of the heart and minds with him. All right? You're both going to hit some middle ground. You're going to meet in the middle. We'll put it that way. I know you're frustrated. You know, this wouldn't have happened with anybody. I don't know of any other woman that would have, you know, but you found he's been worth the work for you. When you're with him, you're very happy. You're an old hand. You're an old hand at what you went through now. You've been at it a while. You're okay. He's still a little behind you, I think, and he has some catching up to do to figure out how to juggle everything so everybody's happy, kind of a thing. This energy brings a benefit to all of your relationships, right from friendships to romance. The card's also revealing to you a commitment or a promise, such as an engagement or a marriage or an emotional investment in a shared project. This is a good thing. It's what you want. This is also a card of healing. So if your relationship has tested you recently, it reveals that all is going to be well. All is going to be okay. And get ready to expect someone close to you to show you their love and know that they are trustworthy and they are dependable. The advice of the card for you, Cora: appreciate love and trust in your relationships. Your keywords are soulmates, karma, love, intimacy, connection, healing, and union is the final word. So I hope you're happy with that. Very nice. You just need to, you really do. You got to take a deep breath. I think a lot of times when you start, and you don't do it enough, you've been more than patient. Patient is a saint. Never-ending string of patience, right? Yes, Eileen's next. Eileen, you can put your question in any time now. Anytime. You didn't get the list? Shoot. Hold on a moment. I hope I grabbed the right one. I don't know what happened there. What the hell happened? coming now, Jennifer. It's slow. There it is. And I'm just going to say the last on my list is Linda DeSaulnier. That's who I have last on the list. Linda DeSaulnier. DeSaulnier. All right then, Eileen, I can do that for you. No problem. No problem at all. Let's see what we got for Eileen here. She wants a general card. You never know what the heck's going to pop up. That's like some people when they get private readings, and I always allow 3 questions. You can ask tarot 3 questions, right? And more than not, enough times, people say, I really don't have any questions. I just want to see what comes up. I just want a general reading. And I'm like, yay, we got an open reading. So I enjoy them. There's no pressure on me at all. Okay. One more. Thank you. Let's see here. What is in store for Eileen? What is coming up? What can she anticipate? What does she need to know? 4 of Wands, reward. Basically saying you've been either waiting a long time, you've been patient a long time, you've been working at something, trying to reach a goal, a target, trying to complete something, this sort of a thing. You put all your blood, sweat, tears, and everything into whatever this is. This could be your daily life. I don't know, trying to get it to run the way you want to. It could be something like that, it can be an effort. Other people, you know, life goes along fine until other people come into the picture and everything gets messed up. Not always, but a lot of the time. But yet we need these people, right? But there's something here. Ones are all about practical things in your life. Little risk taking, sometimes involved with that as well. And it is a 4, and 4s are all about calmness, stillness, rest, recovery, but it's not there's not a lot of fast movement or activity going on. It's a restful thing, a calming thing, more than anything else. Now, when you've achieved a goal, such as finding a new home, completing a project, or even passing a test, it's time for rewards. Holidays, socializing, love, and also trips away are all featured under this happy 4. And it brings you leisure, and it brings you fun, and it brings you a sense of freedom, release. Shackles are broken. Job is over. That is done. Put it away. Goals are reached. Here comes the payoff. That's kind of a thing. It's also time for you to get back in touch with your own inner child and celebrate the joy of your life. As you find contentment within, you'll sense the closeness of your spirit guides. Another meaning of the card is reflecting back on happy memories. The advice of the card is be carefree while you can and replenish your mind, your body, your soul. Why? Because you deserve it. And that's your gift from the universe to make that possible for you. Keywords are balance, love, contentment, freedom, openness, travel, and possibly a new home. Wonderful. Blood, sweat, and tear. Yeah, you've given everything, haven't you? Yes. Let me see here. That's a good card. So you need to treat yourself as your own best friend, as your firstborn child, you might say, and to feed the inner part of who you are at the very core of you. That needs to be fed and nurtured. From the time of first awareness as a baby until the day you die, we need to feed and nurture the inner core of us. That's by showing self-love, self-caring, going the extra mile for yourself the way you would for anybody else, and putting yourself up here instead of down here. You need to put yourself back up here. Climb up there. It's going to be a great view. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope they're happy tears. I hope they're happy tears, but really you do. You need to look at yourself. Try to be your own best friend and treat yourself the way you would treat somebody that you care very much about. Turn it inward. And you'll start to grow. You'll thrive more. Things will become easier. You'll have more pops of color in your life, meaning more beautiful, joyous things going on. Your world can be a beautiful place, but you need to feed it and nurture it. It's just that simple. That's wonderful. Wow. Going through big changes like that, it's not going to happen overnight, right? And you know that, I'm sure. You know it's going to take time. But you're in a whole new world of discovery now, because now you're going it alone, right? You're standing alone and independent. And the world takes on a whole different hue. It takes on a whole different meaning. Your life becomes more meaningful. It's just you now. So you get to baby you. This kind of a thing, right? This is growth from this card. Enlightenment, joy, happiness. These are the things that are coming to you. That's quite the general card. It is quite the general card. You say there's... let me see here. I have to refresh this list. Just one moment. Did you do PayPal for your sister? And you said there was 2 other people. Where am I? I see you once on here, on the list. You're on here once, so I don't know what happened. Eileen. You see anything, Jennifer, on your list that I sent to you? Maybe I'm just not seeing it. I don't know. What have you got? Can you show me? Can you give me a screenshot of it? You can't do that in here, can you? Shoot. Wait a second now. Wait a second. Wait a second. Where are we going? I'm getting people confused. Not Eileen, Nature Spirit. There we go. Just a moment. That's what's wrong. Kimberly Lovejoy's next. I do see 2. I see one of yours is the last one, and you're 2 more down the list after Kimberly. Okay, there we go. Okay, Kimberly, I'm on you now. Your son Cody has met a woman, and her name's Mariana, and you're wondering, is she the one for him? You're also very concerned and worried about his weight. Will he be able to lose it, or is he going to need surgery? Well, let's find out. Let's see and find out. Come on. Cards are kicking back on me. I don't know why. Oh, come on. What is going on? Sometimes the cards don't want to shuffle. It's just that simple. They just don't. And they let you know it. They're putting up a stink here right now. They just don't want to talk about it. There, finally. All right. You got my number one guy. My number one card in tarot. He's literally number one in the major arcana. He's my number one. He's my favorite. Number one kind of a thing. So, this card right off tells me that he's going to get his own weight under control. I can tell you that. Okay. Well, all right. Let's find it. See, here's the thing with the question. That's the only bugger about doing mini readings and pulling just like one card, right? Is that sometimes tarot doesn't care about the question. I usually get that intuitively anyway. But the Magician is about our own inner power. And tarot will bring forth what needs your attention, not so much answer your question. Thankful for where Lilith comes in there. She's a big help. It's a beautiful card. He's my number one right off the get-go. Well, I already answered your second one, so oh well, with the Magician, here's the card is not addressing any relationship per se of any kind. And tarot gets a little funny sometimes and will actually, because you're asking about another person, it's not about you. You're asking someone else for their benefit. That's why there's always like this rule among tarot readers. Somebody emailed me once and said, I don't want it for myself. I want it for somebody else, but I don't want them to know. And I'm like, you need to ask them first. That's like a golden rule. You need to ask them first, and because that's probably why the card's not. I don't know. I can't really speak for it. But this is always a good card. It's always about the inner journey, and it's about your own inner power, what you have within you as a spirit. That's what that card represents, our own inner power and our own powers of manifestation. In saying that, you can put forth good vibrations and good energies that Mariana is the right one for him. You can, just by meditating on it, following your gut about it, and put your intentions out to the universe that either you want this to be good or you don't want it to be good, right? Maybe, I know you're looking at your son's future and his own happiness, and there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you got a vibe off her you didn't like, and you're concerned. You have to follow your own feelings, your own intuition. He brings so much inner power to you, him showing up in your reading here. I think just by pure will, you could make things happen if you're in the right mind space, intuitively, and all that. You can almost make things happen. It's all about manifestation. It's one of the best cards in the deck. And it doesn't represent him, it represents you, not your son. I can tell you that. I'll just read you the generic meaning of this card, all right? The Magician looks directly into your eyes to ask, what can you make happen? All the conditions for future success are perfect. So now is the right time to take action. You have the resources and talent to attract whatever you want, from a new relationship to a business enterprise, or even a trip. But above all, the Magician sees you in the creative flow of life right now, full of energy and full of purpose. Communication speeds up when the Magician appears, so you may find yourself talking and texting more than usual. And if you work, you're preparing your ideas and presenting them. You'll also find that others are going to support your efforts. You're not standing alone in something here. The advice is the time is now. Take action. You'll find success, new enterprises, communication, energy, creativity, travel, money, and support are your key words. And let's just ask Lilith a straight yes or no. Oh, she's older with 3 children. Oh boy, no wonder. Oh boy. Wow, no wonder you need to know. Let's find out. Let's go. Here we go. For Kimberly, she's concerned about her son, who is tied up in a relationship. And she went her name, well, his name, well, doesn't matter their names. Anyway, Spirit knows. Is Mariana the right woman for her son? Is she the right one for her son? Is there a future here for Cody and Mariana looking forward? Kimberly wants to know. Is there a future for her son with this woman? She's saying yeah. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Okay, thank you, Lilith. Thank you. I'll tell you this much. She says yes, and I'm disagreeing with her. I really am. I think she will be a learning curve for him, and he's going to come out of it a lot smarter than he went into. It's going to be a growth spurt for him, and seeing the reality, and being with a ready-made family, and things like this, right? Then she could be right completely. You know, 15 years down the road, maybe he's got a couple of more kids with her, or maybe not. But he's settled into that life, and that's where he's happy. It could happen. It's not impossible. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't mean to be confusing, but I just feel something a little different. Let's face it. Maybe it's real love. Who am I to judge? I'm not one to judge or to say, but it could be too. Single mom, 3 kids. She's looking for a daddy, a little bit of support so that she's not alone. She has somebody else to help raise her children, this sort of thing. One moment, guys. Oh, you animals. I wish I got treated as much every day as you guys do. What's the matter, Skilly? What's wrong? What are you crouching all like that for? God, I think you were abused or something. And it was something about you too. Excuse me, baby. Kelly Hayes. Where is Kelly Hayes? That's who I have on my list next. Yes, and Kelly Hayes wants to come up front and center. Oh, I love the... Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain. Tell me just what a fool I've been. What is the future for Johnny and her? All right, this is for Kelly Hayes. Kelly wants to know, Tarot, Spirit, what is the future for Johnny and her together? What is their future? Oh, come on. Every card. Stop. Oh, my God. Stop it. What is the future for Kelly and Johnny? What is the future for Kelly and Johnny? You're one noisy eater, kitty. Chew with your mouth closed. I cut the deck right here, Kelly. See what we got. Nine of Pentacles and gratitude. Nines usually represent intensity. Whatever's going on, it's over the top, intense. It's bright, it's brilliant, it's large, it's huge, kind of a thing. Pentacles being about, of course, creativity. Yes, money, but relationships as well. But the prompt on this card overall is gratitude. Gratitude. Gratitude is a very powerful, strong thing that's a part of us all. Gratitude is honoring the universe. When you raise gratitude, you know, you just stop for a minute and say, I can't believe this is so wonderful. This is fantastic. And you're saying thank you. Like you're in that moment and you're connected and you're saying thank you, kind of a thing. Yeah, the cat's all over you, John. Good luck's coming your way, though. But now's the time to start treating yourselves to some leisure and some luxury of some kind. It's a time. It may not just hold on about you and Johnny. You could be out buying furnishings for your home or tending to your, well, if you have a garden. But it shows you indulging in your favorite pursuits, things that you enjoy, things that you like. And it could be just something as simple as spending some time on yourself. You're going to be feeling very, very rich in both time and in money. You love your home. So you may look at redecorating, rearranging your furniture. You become a little more domesticated. You may want to get into baking, and inviting people over to enjoy your creating a homey atmosphere. People come in, they smell fresh food being baked, cakes or cookies, and you've changed the place around. And you want people to come in and enjoy it and be comfortable. And maybe that's not something that you do on a regular thing, This is a good card for you. You will make your space more relaxed and more comfortable. Advice of the card: devote time and money for your interest and your home. You can be the center of your world and appreciate all the good things in life just now. Your keywords are luxury and leisure, relaxation, home, abundance, independence, and generosity. Because this is a good card, should you be having any struggles within your relationship, this card's here to wipe that out. It shows an improvement. It shows things getting better that you didn't have. That's good. That's good, Kelly, sorry. This is I'll tell you, this is powerful, because you're going to feel like, how did this happen? How did I get this good? How did I get so lucky? Where's the fortune coming? Things coming in, it's all under the umbrella of good fortune. Good stuff. And putting out the gratitude to the universe is the highest method of honor, is saying thank you for bringing these things into your life, and it only perpetuates more good stuff. So, saying that, I would say your relationship with Johnny, I'm going to be just straightforward. It's very simple. It's very simple. And it sounds simple, and you just need to think about it and chew on it for a bit to get to grasp the full meaning of it, right? Your relationship with him, if you want it to last forever, that's completely up to you. With this good energy coming through for you here now, if you had some testy moments, if things get a little rocky, if you get a little distant from each other, if you want to fix that, now's the time to do it. You're in the right place at the right time. The conditions are perfect. There you go. There you go. I hope that was okay for you, because that's what it's coming. It's pretty simple. You can manifest that, whatever you want it to be, whatever you want it to be, without sacrificing even anything else, right? Part of you, anything like that. There's compromises in relationships, but you shouldn't feel like you're really sacrificing a big part of yourself to make something work. That wouldn't be right either. But you're in the perfect position right now. Any improvements in the relationship, now's the time to get them started right now. Okay. Come on, where are you? Okay, there's Linda Desolier. Linda. Same to you, Kelly. Thank you. And where's Linda? I don't scroll down enough and I'm not seeing what's going on. Oh, frig. Okay, there you are. All right. Thank you. All right, let's see. This is for Cheryl. This is Linda's sister. And Cheryl's question is, she'd like to know what the universe wants her to know. What needs to be brought to her attention. Whoops. Whoops. That wasn't good. Come on. Oh my God. For crying out loud. This is where I lose patience. I get nasty. Look out, world. You goddamn card. Come to me. Jeez. Baby, if you want up, jump up. Get up behind me. Come. Cheryl wants to know what needs to be brought to her attention, what she needs a heads up on. One more run through. What does Cheryl need to know about what needs to be brought to her attention? What can she anticipate? What's coming at her? Gossip. It's not a happy card. That's not a really good card. So who's talking about her? Somebody around her is pretending to be something they're not, like her friend, somebody that cares about her, and they're not. They're self-serving, self-interest. And I always say with this card, use the Whiffam theory in reverse instead of saying, what's in this for me? You ask yourself, what's in this for them? Up to no good. This is somebody that's just things like starting a bad rumor, slandering somebody, their name, this kind of a thing. But there's somebody in the midst of her life that she cannot really trust at 100%. They put themselves first. This is somebody probably very physically attractive. This is somebody on the outside appears to be very, very witty, very charming. People, really like him a lot. But underneath, he's a man on a mission. It's a guy with a mission. It's all about him. It's about him coming out ahead. But in order for him to come out ahead, he's got to step on someone's head to push them down so that he can move forward, kind of a thing. There's somebody out there. They're trying to create a problem for her. I'm hearing implications that you're not who you say you are. That's nasty. That's nasty. Anybody doing that to you, trying to imply that to other people, give that impression. Well, yeah, she's okay. Just every now and again, this or that, or when they're speaking to other people, and you have no idea. There's the thing, right? But this is a young person, a person who is, if he's not young, he's someone young at heart. All right? But they've got a secret agenda. And this could take the form of gossip or even slander against you, Cheryl. Although this page often appears witty and charming, he thrives on attention and is self-interested and underhanded. There's really no gender aside with the pages or the knights. This could be a female as well, is what I'm saying here. This card can also show a legal matter or a complaint at work, or the need to sign a contract, or you may find yourself signing other documents. I don't know what that is. But the advice of the card here for you: be precise in all your verbal and written communications so that you cannot be misunderstood. Anything you're doing in the line of business, anything that involves you and somebody else in some kind of a business transaction, some kind of agreement, I don't know what it is. but you do need to be very forceful and forthcoming with anything you put forward, all right? Especially people that, because I don't feel like this is somebody that's normally around you. It's somebody that you know, and they know who you are, you know who they are, you know them a little bit, and all of a sudden they're around all the time. They're always hovering around. They're trying to get closer to you, but for their own self-serving reasons. So there's somebody amidst you can't trust. Anything that you can put down on paper, put it down on paper to show and to prove that you're in agreement with somebody and that you've done your part. You've done your end of things. I don't know what the hell this is. I wish I could see more. The keywords here are not pretty. They're about complaints, bitchiness, back chat, which is backstabbing, really. Keep talking behind your back. Cutting words, legal issues, and paperwork as well here. But there's somebody in your midst that can't be trusted 100%. They would, in a heartbeat, put themselves before you in a heartbeat, whoever that is. Okay, so, Linda, I think your next question is until like the very end. You're like, well, I think it's last. Let me look. Last on the list kind of a thing. Let me look here. Dawn Smith Wright is next, if she could come up, please. Yeah, you're last on the list. So there's Dawn, that's one, and then two, three more ahead of you. I'm going to rewind. I'm not going to rewind. I'm going to refresh. I keep saying rewind, but refresh to make sure somebody else hasn't come in. And they did. You're not last anymore, Linda. Okay, just one moment here. Just one more came in there, Jennifer, so I'm going to send you the list. Dawn Smith Wright. The last question's got to wait. You're at the, we're lagging because I just went over that. I said your next question, the second one, is right at the very end almost. You're one away from the end. Briar Bunny, are you Dawn Smith Wright? Yes, must be. Your last name is Smith. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay. You want to know when your opportunities will come. That's a question for Lilith if there ever was one, but I'll pull a card anyway and see what that brings up. So Dawn wants to know when her opportunities are going to come. Dawn Smith, right? She wants to know when the opportunities are going to start coming her way. It's really warmed up here tonight. That water just running like crazy. I don't know, guys. I'm having a hard time letting go of the summer nights. The transition's been painful. When are the opportunities going to start coming into Dawn's life? I'm going to cut right here. Yes, I am. What I pulled for you is the card of justice, and she's all about balance and balancing your life, a balancing of justice, of things playing out the way you wish for them to, the right way, the rightful way, the fair way. She's also, her overall meaning as well is strength of character. Your very strength of character. Do you stick to your guns when you stand behind your own plans, your own decisions? Your strength of integrity. She's a good thing. She's bringing good energy into your life. I can tell you that right now. And she does bring a sense of balance, a sense of you can see things unfolding, right? The first thing off of her, she brings forth the fact that you could be waiting for a decision to be made from someone else about you, concerning you. And Tara wants you to know that if you've got a good track record, you've got a good reputation, if you've acted fairly in the past, and it's all right out there for people to do character references or checks on you, kind of a thing. As long as everything's been okay and you've left behind a good reputation, it's going to go in your favor. The decision will work in your favor. Some of the things this could be referring to is a legal claim, a decision at work being made, or a relationship or a family matter as well. When this card appears, you can expect to find out the truth of a situation, and through this, you'll find healing and closure. In other words, if you've been blindly feeling your way around, not having all the information on something that's coming forth for you, okay, you won't be blind. You won't be walking in the blind. You're going to see things very clearly, a lot of clarity, and with the clarity comes healing. The card can also reveal that you may need to make a decision. You could be weighing up some options to find a fair and balanced way forward. True justice is restorative. So the card suggests that you will feel vindicated and stronger within yourself. An additional meaning is that your spirit guides and angels are supporting you on your life's path. You're not walking alone. The advice of the card for you: take a practical approach. If you need to make a decision, go with what is realistic rather than idealistic. We don't live in an ideal world. There's no such thing. So you have to remain grounded, and you have to remain real through this. Don't set your desires, your wants, don't set the bar so high that even you can't reach your own bar. Be careful and mindful of that as well. When you make a decision, it doesn't need to be perfect at all. Don't stress too much about your choices or your decisions or your options, whichever way you go. You don't need to get stressed out about it. Just make sure that they're workable. Something, it's just not right nor wrong on options, choices, decisions. It's just what is the right fit for you. What is going to work the best for you. If a decision that affects you is made by others, and if they don't come through for you what you expected or at 100%, You have to realize and just know that whatever they've done for you is the best that they can do at this time. They've done their best. So don't walk away feeling insulted, hurt, depressed, let down, or anything. You did get some, and that's what you're going to work with. Your keywords are calm and decisions. Integrity. Make sure that your intentions behind everything you think, you say, and do are honorable. They're coming from a good place. Always, always look at the truth. I'm still seeing legal issues, but I'm seeing that you will have support and you will be vindicated. You're coming out on the clean end of things. Maybe there's something that hasn't happened yet. I don't know. But it shows you being in a situation where you have to make choices and decisions, and they can very easily work in your favor. All of the above. Yeah. This is a good card. There's no getting around it. Just bear with me a moment. I just want to... Opportunities are there. They're going to be there. But the final word, the final action, it all takes place within you. At the end of it, it's up to you. You're in complete control of this one here. That's a second question, Briar Bunny. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like a tight ass. But the thing is, I've got other people waiting, and they all know only one question. We've had the narrative. People get in here, and I understand it, but I can't accept it because it's a time thing, right? We already, Jennifer and I put in 3 hours per mini reading. And people, it's one question for one donation, and people will have one question, and then they add 2 or 3 other questions. We can't do that. We just can't do it. We don't have the time for that, and it's not fair to other people. I am sorry about that. Okay, Christine Thomas. Where's Christine? Okay. This for a friend. This Christine Behringer. She wants to know what is to be seen between her and her son. All right, Christine Behringer. Okay. Yes, I got it. Thank you. Hi, Christine. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And you're wanting to know what's going on, or is going to go on, with you and your son. Here we go, dropping the cards again. Here we go, dropping the cards again and again. They're so slippery tonight. You'd think they'd be sticking with the humidity because it's raining, so there is some humidity. Okay, what's going on between Christine and her son? I'm going to cut right here. You got the Seven of Pentacles, and it's the prompt on this is potential. Potential. No problem, Christine. That's okay. That's not a problem at all. You're not the first one to come in tonight and get readings for other people either. You're not the first one tonight. Let's see here. And with sevens are all about possibilities. And the possibility sometimes walks a fine line. It could be good outcome, bad outcome, either way, right? Pentacles themselves are all about money, of course. They represent our money, our income, our flow, cost of living, making ends meet, having new jobs, making more money, dealing with money. But also, there's so many possibilities here. So many. When you have a 7, things can go either. I just heard you're in the driver's seat here. I don't know what's going on there, but you're in the driver's seat. You're the one that's kind of in control of that. Is there Christine, is there a wedge in the relationship? Are there issues, negative issues between her and her son? You're both named Christine, so that's going to get confusing. There is issues, yeah, a wedge. There's a wedge there. But you know what? This card's all about potential. 7s are all about possibility. Again, I'm getting that you're the captain. You're in the driver's seat. You're the one in control. You're the one with all the say. You're the one that has the most power. You're the one that has the most influence here on directing things. A big wedge. I'm sorry to hear that. Really, I am. I'm sorry to hear that. But this is a beautiful card. All right? There's much to be gained when this 7 appears. There's a lot to be gained. This is a great card. The energy is wonderful. It shows that your dedication is paying off. It's bringing you a glimpse of the rewards that you're seeking. That just tells me that all the time and all the dedication and all the mothering and all, I'm your best friend in the world, you don't know it yet kind of thing. I'm thinking only of you and your well-being. All of that dedication that you've put into him, even if all you got was a slap in the face back, metaphorically, right? Over and over again, it's going to pay off. You know what I just heard? Your son, and I don't mean this literally, but it's a figure of speech. Your baby's coming back. Your baby's coming home. That's what I'm hearing here. He's returning. You're getting your baby back. All your dedication is going to pay off. All of it. Well, you're not seeing the acknowledgement and we'll call wishes of your dreams yet, of what it is that you're wanting. You are kind of getting through things, but you need to know this, and you need to count on this, and you need to believe in this. And that is the strong potential for success here. Winning this war, so that everybody comes out a winner. Nobody's feeling embarrassed, uncomfortable, or ashamed. The path has been made clear. Nothing more being hidden, being held back. Everything is wide open. This is beautiful for you. It's coming, so all your dedication is going to pay off. Everything that you've given to it is going to come and turn your way. The potential is very, very strong in your favor. For whatever it is, however you want this relationship to spin itself through, it's up to you. You may say, okay, I'm going to try this route. I'm going to try this approach. I'm going to try to say this. I'm going to try to do that. And all that can mean a lot more dedication, more time, and hard work putting into it. More sacrifice. More attention to the details, too. It's the little things. All right? Look for the little things. But here's the thing, and Tarot and Spirit want you to know this. Every bit of effort that you put in is going to be worthwhile in the end. In the bigger picture, it's going to be worthwhile. The advice is, do not doubt yourself or the path that you're on. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. You're on the right track. and that track is leading you right to success. All right? Keywords, the final word in your reading: money, perseverance, dedication, work, investment. By that I mean emotional investment, like into your child, time, followed by success. You need to be patient a little bit longer, but this is something you're both going to get through. You're both going to move on beyond, and it may take a little while. These things don't happen overnight, but you're each going to find your proper place and your footing within each other's life. Basically, there's a good ending here for you. Will it be soon? Oh, here we go. I just told somebody only one question. Okay, hold on. It's still within the parameters of Christine Behringer's one card reading concerning her son, her relationship with her son. And what we want to know is this: how soon will her and her son be in recovery mode with each other and everything starts to balance out? Are we looking at, well, we'll be very brave. Are we looking at 4 weeks? Will he come back into her life, into his rightful place, and her in his, within 1 week's time? No. Longer? Yes. All right. 1 month's time. Will he return to the fold within 1 month? Could it be sooner? No. Okay, 1 month it is then. And she's saying yes. Give it a month. She's very welcome. You tell her that for me. Thank you. You're very welcome. There you go. I wish you the best of the best here. Catherine, you're next. Catherine Cross. Catherine. Okay, I got your notes opened. Thank you. No. No, I didn't get anything, but I haven't been in my mailbox in about 2 weeks. It's over a mile one way, and I can't walk it. So when people are around, I have to stop and think, oh, you know, a lot of people come out, they go, do you need to go to the store or before I leave, or do you want to go check your mail, you know, kind of thing. I will look for it. I will look for it. Thank you. Ahead of time. Okay. Is there anything Catherine needs to know from now until her departure date on Black Friday? What does she need to be brought to her attention to make this change, transition, this move smoother for her? What does she need to know? One more time. I'm going to cut the deck. Again. Ha! 78 cards. Shovel the bejesus out of them. Doesn't make any difference. I won't argue with it. It's a good card for you, Catherine. Guess it's going to be our repeater for tonight, from what we can see here. Oh, tarot makes me laugh. It makes me giggle. It really, really, really does. Okay. Get clean underwear. That's too funny. Yes, there's your advice. Wouldn't that be something if you went to a tarot reader and she told you that? Make sure your underwear is clean in case you have an accident. That's too funny. You got the Nine of Pentacles, which isn't funny. It's joyous. Although it does bring a smile, it brings laughter, it brings cheer. This is the card of gratitude. I love this card. I like the Pentacles overall, basically, except the fives, right? I don't like the fives in any reading here. But now, when I say this is time to put a thanks up to the universe for you even being here. Jesus, why is the floor got to be so far away? All right. Putting up gratitude to the universe, saying thank you, thank you, thank you for me being here in this moment, in this time. Thank you for even bringing me here, even on this earth. We'll take it back to day one. Thank you for everything. It is the highest honor you can give to the universe. The universe sits up, takes notice, and sees how you're feeling, how your thought process is, where you're coming from, where you're going to. There's payoff, and you'll see it, and you'll say to yourself, this has to be from the universe. It just has to. There's no other explanation how, because something could happen, but it's a wonderful thing. But putting up gratitude to the universe is very powerful. It's very strong. This is not your birthday. It's not the same thing. But you're to be treating yourself at this time, being kinder to yourself, more giving to yourself, making your life more the way you want it, to your own likes, your own comfort. But what's going to happen? Oh, excuse me. Oh. What's going to happen here is you're going to be, this is beautiful for you, you're going to be feeling very, very rich and wealthy, both time and money, in both ways, health-wise, money-wise, physically, mentally, feeling absolutely that you're filling your purpose, you're living your purpose, and everything's coming together for you here, Catherine, everything. You love your home. So this card sees sometimes people redecorating their home, rearranging their furniture, getting into baking, this sort of thing, and doing some social mingling with under the roof of your home, is you want people to come in and you want them to go, I like it here. It's so comfortable in your home. It's so cozy and comfortable and relaxing. And that makes you beam with pride, and you feel the joy of that. Of sharing your intimate space, an intimate part of you, with other people makes you feel wonderful. The advice is for you to devote time and money to your interests at this time, probably within your home. You can be the center of your own world and appreciate all the good things in your life just now, and you will. You'll feel the universe at work, and you'll be saying there's no other for something that's going to come up. You'll say there's no other explanation for this. Wow. And your gratitude is going to soar. Keywords are luxury, leisure, relaxation, home, abundance, independence, generosity. It is perfect, Donna. Yeah, Catherine, it's perfect. I don't know, anything you got going on right now, Catherine? And I'm feeling, if you were holding back on a little something, I don't know what that is, but you're implementing things to take place, to happen, to unfold, but there's some little thing you're holding back on. Now's the time for you to implement that as well. Implement that. Sorry, I can't talk. Is that correct, Catherine? Wonderful. I'm glad. Man, can I just kind of like slip in and be you for a little bit? But yeah, some little thing's going to take place. And you're going to be smiling inside as well as out. But you'll feel your inside smile going, this is unreal. I'm loving this. This is beautiful. Don't know what I did to deserve this, but thank you, thank you, thank you. And put your love up to the universe. Because you are being highly favored at this time. You have to keep that attitude and that outlook. That's about all you have to do. You know that anything at this, I'm getting my hair standing. I'm telling you, I'm getting goosebumps. Boys, I'm surprised you didn't get the Magician. I really am, because what I'm feeling is you couldn't have written your life story out at this point in time any closer to what you're going to go through. You're going to be like, wow, it's almost like someone wrote a script for my life. And you're getting a big kick out of it, and you find yourself smiling a lot and giggling, and you're feeling lighter, golden almost. There you go. Thank you, Catherine. That's beautiful. What a beautiful card. I wouldn't be surprised to see this again, but it's a good thing. It's a good card. So, you know, let's see here. I just got to close a couple of these down. There's one, and there's two, and there's three. These are the ones that are done. Okay, and Linda's up again, and then Amanda after that. So Linda's up. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate your kind thoughts and words, Linda. Thank you. Okay. This is for Dennis. This is a general card. Whoops. Here we go. My hands are awful dry, too. That's probably why that's going on. Okay, Jennifer's trying to talk to me here. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. What does Dennis need to know? A general card, basically. What does Dennis need to know? Bring to Dennis's attention and awareness whatever he needs a heads up on. Something about a job has popped in. Something about a job and work. A job. That's what I'm hearing. A job. If that means anything at all, that's coming through already. I haven't even picked a card yet, but I'm getting that. What does Dennis need to know? What needs to be brought to his attention? What's giving him a heads up about something here? This is for Dennis. This is Linda's friend. Her people, we'll say, her person. Well, we got this at the very beginning of this evening. We got the Seven of Wands and endurance. He's to hold on and not give up. He's to hold on, not throw in the towel, not get discouraged, and most of all, not give up. When he starts getting discouraged about anything that he's trying to create or working on or wishing for or hoping for or trying to make happen, it's a very natural thing that if it doesn't happen like that, we can get discouraged and we start to have doubts. He needs to refocus when he starts feeling that way. Scientifically proven, from what I've read, they say it, scientifically proven, the human brain can only formulate one thought at a time. One. So when the shadows of doubt come in, questioning, seeing more gray than he is seeing light, he needs to refocus his head immediately into something else to distract himself away from that. And you know what? That practice applies to everything. And the more you do that, the better you get at it. It's the way it is. I could have the world crashing down around me, right? And maybe I've got too many private readings and I can't take any time off, and I don't. It's the last thing I feel like doing. What about me? What about me? I got to take care of myself, and I got to read. And I'm going to it, you know, moaning and groaning. I don't feel like doing it. I got other things. And then I get in the reading, and guess what happens? Because I've refocused, and I'm in somebody else's life now. And my stuff just seems to just dissipate into thin air. I forget about it because I'm focused in on something else. So that's a good practice for them to have. So that's what he needs to do. Endure. Let me get my book. I didn't get the book out to give you the rest of the keywords and the advice. And it's a 7. There's all kinds of anything's possible when a 7 pops up, and that's what they're all about, basically. Where am I? There we go. Back too far. One thing with this card right off the top is saying, and whether it applies to him or not, but he needs to fight for a certain relationship, or he needs to learn how to protect his own integrity, watch his own back, keep his name clean, don't let anybody drag him through the mud. He needs to stand up for his own integrity on another level, because he could encounter some direct resistance to his plans. Also, equally, he could find that he needs to defend another person who cannot easily protect themselves. He may be speaking and sticking up for somebody. Or he could find himself speaking up for the behalf of a group of people too. Putting his 2 cents out there. Additional meaning of this card is a dispute over territory, ownership of something, claiming ownership of something. This is my turf kind of thing. This is my area. This is my specialty. This is me. This is mine. The advice is to say your words loud and clear, Dennis, and then prepare to negotiate so that everything is out on the table and there's no questioning or wondering where you stand on an issue. You make it known, hardcore known. There's no swaying here, making a decision about something, defending something, holding on to something. But say your words loud, say them clear, and then you prepare to negotiate when everything, all the cards are out on the table. You have the higher moral ground, and with endurance and with a lot of courage, you will get the results that you're looking for, no matter what you're tackling right now. You will get that. It's going to work in your favor because you're not letting go. It's all about endurance. I'm locked on. I'm not going anywhere. I'm riding this through. You have every right to, and you're right to do that because Tarot is saying there's success at the end of this for you. Things will work in your favor enough that you'll walk away happy and satisfied. Take a defense, keywords, resilience. You've got a lot of that, Dennis. Protection, more than you know, Dennis. Opposition. There's always opposites, is there not, in life? But territory of some kind could come up. This could be territory you feel as, it could be in a relationship. Well, they're with me and I'm with them, and that's just the way it is. This could be over work. This could be over a community thing. This could be over a lot of things, but he's to stick to his guns because it's going to work in his favor. The only way it won't is if he throws in the towel and walks away, and it's not advised that he do that because there's force and there's resistance. You stick to your guns. Somebody's not telling you the whole truth about something when they can do something for you, or they can make something happen, and they're saying, well, I really can't do this, and I really can't do that, and oh, yes, they can. And don't you back down from that. There you go. There you go. That's it. And they're not telling him, they're only telling him what they know they can get away with. They're not telling him everything. He needs to keep digging. Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. Good luck, Dennis. I'm glad you got that for him, Linda. That's really wonderful. And Amanda's up next. Yes. Remember, the 7 of Wands. It's a beautiful card. I just hear another ping. Did somebody else come in? One moment. Oh, geez, cold again. Okay, stars came in, but I'm on... Who am I on? Amanda. I thought I opened it to get your question, but it closed again on me. Okay. What's your question, Amanda? You had two questions. What are they? You're welcome. Thank you, Linda. You tell him to not give up and throw in the towel. But isn't that something? Yeah, what he does is probably going to set a precedent. It's what he's going to do. And that's going to affect everybody. So right there, he's speaking for everybody else as well. And that's a wonderful thing. He needs to stick to his guns. You can write stars down. She just came in. She's up next. Where are we at? 219. I could take a couple more if people come in, but thanks, Linda. Okay, Moondust. What is going on with this Libra in my love life, and how does the Capricorn feel about me? That's not confusion. That's not confusing at all. Let's see. Moondust. Let us see. What is going on with the Libra that's in her life? And how does the Capricorn feel about me? Oh, thank you, Linda. I hope. If I can get to my mailbox, I got to get up there, I guess. And Catherine Cross had sent something too. I haven't been in my mailbox in 2 weeks. I need like a motorized scooter or something just to go up to the mailbox. It's a little over a mile one way, just to get mail, and enough to carry me off to the store, which is like 5 or 6 miles in the other direction. That's what I should do. Problem is you can't really use them in the winter time, right? So that kind of sucks. In summertime would be great. Have to get a little mini helmet for my baby. Now I'm hoping come spring that I'll actually have a set of wheels parked in the yard. Something that I can count on, depend on. It all feels so abandoned here. I need to buy Christmas lights this year for over my windows, my pine boughs, and they all died. And I just got this gut feeling. If you wait for someone to take you, it ain't never gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? And then it hit me. Go on Canadian Tire or Kent's Home Hardware or something like that, and see if I can order something online through one of our local hardware stores. They're the ones that carry mostly all the Christmas decorations and lights and whatnot, and then have them shipped out to me. So I'm going to find that out, and that's what I'm going to do, because it's not Christmas unless I have my overheads all lit up. It's just not at all. Not at all. So aw, that's cute as hell. Okay, I'm seeing what you're putting in here, Moondust. Dogs usually love that kind of thing. They really do. They enjoy that. Got to get a helmet and little goggles and a little scarf like the World War One flying ace, Snoopy. It's one of my favorite Christmas songs. Oh my. Okay, so Moondust wants to know what's up with the Libra and how does the Capricorn feel. But she's been pushing, kind of putting up the blocks to the Libra because she feels that he's rather deceptive. Can't always trust. That's not good. What's going on with the Libra? One more. Okay, I'm going to cut right here. Guess what I got? Go ahead. Somebody take a guess at what I just turned over. Gotta love tarot. Nobody can take a guess, eh? How about 3 for 3? Again. 78 cards in this deck. 3 times in a row this has come up. You tell me what's going on here. You tell me what's going on here. It's a beautiful card for you. I don't know what else to say, but I'm just listening to hear if there's anything else coming in here to accompany this card. I even get sick of seeing the good cards. This is 3 times tonight, so. Okay, this card's all about self-care, self-love, being good to yourself, treating yourself, being kind to yourself, putting yourself first. The 9 showed up to tell you, now is the time for you, now Moon Dust, to be good to you, to treat yourself to some leisure and maybe a little bit of luxury if you can afford it. You could be making some changes within your home, decorating, upgrading, changing stuff around to give a more fresh feeling, more newness, almost like a feeling of starting over or restarting by changing your environment. But one thing, you're going to be feeling very, very rich in time to do the things you want to do, and you're going to have the money to do it with. It's not going to be an issue. You need to devote more time and more money to your own interest and into your home life as well. You can be the center of your world and appreciate all the good things in life just now. Your keywords, these are your keywords, these are your keywords, these are your keywords if you remember nothing else. Luxury, leisure, relaxation, home, abundance, independence, and generosity. And if you're messed up in your life and you don't have a clue what you're doing or where you're going, you were just told it's time to start paying more inwardly to yourself. Okay, let's ask Lilith, okay? We'll start with your Libra. We'll start with your Libra. We're still within the parameters of Moon Dust's 1-card reading, and the question we have is revolving around the Libra that's in her life, and she does not trust them. The trust has been broken. Should she walk away from this Libra? Should Moon Dust walk away from this Libra? He's not causing her anything but a lot of grief and anxiety. He brings no light, no joy. There's a shadow over him. It's trying to, almost like a black hole, trying to suck everybody in around him. Should she break it clean and clear with the Libra? Now I'm going to ask questions she should answer no to. Can this Libra be trusted? Look at that. No. Right off. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You got to get rid of them. All right? There's your question for your Libra. You've got to get rid of them. It's just that simple. You have to try harder. I don't know if you have children or not, but if you had a child, would you not give everything and go that extra mile? As long as it took. You need to treat yourself like your own child, your own best friend. You have to put yourself up there first, number one. Not only that, it'll make you a better person overall if your needs and wants are met. Why are you wasting part of your life? You're literally wasting a part of your life, running in one spot with this guy and not getting anywhere, nothing good coming from it. You're the only one that can stop that, okay? And you need to, all right? You really need to work on trusting yourself more and putting you first. Let's find out about the Capricorn. Still within Moon Dust, one card reading here. Actually, hold on, no. I have to actually deal you a new card for the Capricorn. Hold on. My oversight, sorry. Okay, what about the Capricorn in Moon Dust's life? Does the Capricorn is he harboring feelings for Moon Dust? That's what we want to know here. Come on, come on, come on, get it together. Get it together. Nothing at all. I know, I could see that. I could see that. Nothing at all. This is for the Capricorn. That Moon Dust has an attraction and she wants to know, is it mutual? Does this Capricorn, I'm going to cut right here, does this Capricorn have the mutual feelings? Do they have feelings for Moon Dust? Well, now, you got the Chariot, and it's all about forward movement. It's about growth. And here's the thing, with this card, in the beginning, to read that card, it's about having some of your plans, your dreams put on hold, right? You've had to put them on hold. That's terrible. Why are you giving your life over to somebody that just makes you miserable? That just pisses me off. I want to just shake you and say, do it now, do it now, do it now, so you can go moving forward. There's the card. The question, I would say chances are 9.9 out of 10 that this Capricorn finds you very attractive as well. This is a card of forward movement. This is a card of being stuck. Things put on hold. You're not able to move forward. You've just been kind of stagnant. Well, it's almost like the starter gun just went off and the gates have been kicked open, because now you can start moving forward. Big shot here. This is also a card about very high energy, not so much emotional sensitivity, but it shows you finally growing, moving forward, breaking the shackles and the chains, and now you're free to go and do as you wish. Oh, no, don't love me, love yourself, and love the universe. This card's fantastic for you. But it shows like anything that you've been holding back on, you're not going to have to do that anymore. Truth. It's all going to change for you. And where are you? I'm way ahead. Way ahead. Here should be the next page. Oh, there he is. When this card shows up in your reading, Moon Dust, it's time for you to start making some serious progress. That's part of this card. Travel could be favored now for you as well, so are moves connected with work. The card's also a general sign that every aspect of your life is going to surge forward. However, balance is necessary. You may need to treat other people around you with care. That would be the Libra. Get rid of him, but do it gently. Break it to them gently, right? That's what you're going to do. But you're going to stand firm. You're not going to argue about it. You're not going to fight about it. You make clear, I don't want any drama over this, but we're not unfolding the way I hope that we would. It's just not working for me. You know, we're different people, and there's somebody else out there better suited to you, is what you say to the Libra. Yeah, this is a card of high energy rather than sensitivity. The card also reveals that good timing and being aware of your ego will be essential if you're to keep your show on the road. Another meaning of the card is acquiring a new car or a vehicle of some kind, getting a new vehicle. The advice is it's time actively to move forward with your plans and keep your ego in check when you need to. You're to enjoy this time of power and this time of motivation for yourself. Keywords are journeys, determination, willpower, progress, friction, guidance, protection. Now we'll find out. We'll ask Lilith her 2 cents to see if this Capricorn is the one for you. Let's see here. Still within the parameters of Moon Dust's second question. And she would like to know about the Capricorn. She has an attraction for this certain Capricorn, and she wants to know, is he attracted to her as well? Is the Capricorn attracted to Moon Dust as well? She's not even hesitating. And do you know what? You're going to be coming into full connection with him very, very shortly, very soon. When will they come together? When will they begin to come together? Will this happen within the next 3 weeks? Could this happen within the next 3 weeks? No. Longer? Yes. Could this happen within the next 4 weeks? Will Moon Dust and this Capricorn come together within the next 4-week period? You know what? She's saying yes. That's why she's saying so soon. So soon. Within the month. Not this month in particular of November, but time-wise, if you count it out. Between now and December 18th is what we'll say. Oh, thank you very much. I hope you're happy with that. Oh, wow. I wouldn't waste any time because this is happening fast. All right. I know I heard another ping here recently, 1 or 2 of them. Let me... Oh. I think Stars is up next, though, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so on my list, those other pings must have been for something else. All right. Let's find out. I go right to Lilith on questions like that, you know. I stop for a minute and go, wait, pull a card, just to see. Okay. I don't think that PayPal is up to snuff. No, I've got Stars, Maya. I've got Maya left to do. I'm wondering, I got 2 pings, but I'm not seeing them here in PayPal, and I don't know why. And it's through PayPal. That's what I'm thinking. PayPal's lagging or something here. There has to be. You see. No. I'm still... She's the last one. I just refreshed it. There's nobody else there. No, it's PayPal. Yeah, they come in through PayPal. That's just weird. Come on. Hold on a minute. I'm going to open these last 2 up here. I'm just going to make sure. See if their name's on it. Nope. That was Amanda, the last one. And more. This should be stars. Okay. And Amanda, there we go. Okay. Okay, so this is for stars. The stars here, you hear stars? There she is. Wonderful. All right, let's see what we can bring up for you. Star's going to have love and romance in her life soon. Is she going to meet her life's mate soon? Donations are closed for tonight after this is the last one. Donations are closed as we're 20 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. Thank you, Jennifer. At the latest, we'll be back Wednesday night at the latest. Maybe if I'm feeling real energetic tomorrow night, but Wednesday, everybody seems to really like getting them done on Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week. This is for stars. This is her love and romance coming into her life soon. Let's make the last one a good one. Yeah, it's always nice when people hit the like button. It takes 1 second. I appreciate them all. All right. I'm going to cut right here, stars. My last cut of the night. What is with the pentacles tonight? What is with the sevens? And what the heck? Like the 9, right? The pentacles. This, I got 7 again. Not 9 this time, but 7. And I've already had it, I think, once. At least once. And as you hear me say a lot, stars, that 7s are all about potential and possibilities. I will say yes. It's coming for you. Your answer is yes. Stars is lagging a little bit. So we've got the 7 of Pentacles here for you, stars. And there's much to be gained when this 7 does appear into your life. It shows that your dedication is beginning to pay off to your life. It's bringing you a glimpse of the rewards, things slowly getting better for you. While you're not seeing the riches or acknowledgement that you dream of just yet, you're just getting by, but there is potential here for success for you. This may mean more hard work, more sacrifice, more time, more attention to detail, more waiting, more sifting through, more being specific for what it is that you're trying to bring into your life. But here's the thing. All the efforts that you put in to try to bring this to you are going to be worthwhile for you. The advice of the card is don't doubt your own abilities or even the path that you've chosen. You're to keep going the way things are right now. Keep moving forward. Keep doing what it is that you're doing. You're on the right track for success. Money, perseverance, dedication, work, time, and success and investment are your key words. Let's find out what Lilith is going to say. I already know what she's going to say. Slipped. Okay. We're still within the parameters of stars. One card reading, our friend Star, and she is asking about love and intimacy coming into her life as a relationship. How long? When? Let's go. Is there a new budding romance that is going to be coming into Maya's life? She's saying yes right off the get-go. I heard 3 to 4 months. I'm sorry that that's a long time, but I'm hearing 3 to 4 months. The answer is definitely yes, in about 3 to 4 months. The new romance that's going to come into her life, is this somebody that Maya already knows? Or are they a stranger, but does she know them? Or know of them? She's saying you do. This is not a complete stranger, somebody you know of or you know about, you're aware of them. What's the first initial of their first name? The new romance and love coming into Maya's life, does their name begin with the letter A? No. The letter B. Whoa. The letter B. It is. Their name begins with the letter B. When are they going to come together? They're going to come together within the next, we'll say, 4 months. Will this relationship begin within the next 4 months? Let's try to go a little sooner. Will it begin within the next 3 months? 4 months it is. Their name begins with the letter B, and it's somebody you're already aware of. So that's it. Stars is lagging a little bit, I think, but she'll get caught up. Thank you, Stars. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, this is nice. 10:19. That's great. That means I'm off a little early. I can watch. What was I doing this time 2 years ago? Sitting down to watch Christmas movies. And at 9 o'clock, after him decorating most of the day, my husband, Eric, he was in bed at this time of the night. He went to bed at about 5 after 9 that night. We're now 10:20. To replay that night, at about 5 to 11, he came out of the bedroom, went to the bathroom, went back in the bedroom, heard the door shut. I was out here talking to a friend of mine, lives, she's about a half-hour drive away. She lives up closer to the nuclear plant. And that's something we didn't normally do, was chat at night, because she has a busy life and whatnot, and I'm usually busy with readings. But for some reason, her and I were chatting on Facebook, in private, about all kinds of things. And then, 10 minutes after he went back to the bedroom, he came back out. I heard the bedroom door opening. I said to my friend, "Oh shit, he's back up." And she laughed. And he came out and he stood in the hallway door frame there. And he was grabbing over here. Not grabbing, but kind of rubbing under his armpit over here. And he said, "I think you need to call a bus for me." That's short for ambulance. My son's a paramedic, so we got the lingo, right? And we use it. And I said, "Well, normally I go, oh, not tonight." Kind of thing. And I didn't do that for some reason. And he didn't look distressed. He didn't look pale. He didn't look anything, just normal. He said, "No, I think you need to call one." He said, "If you could do that." I'm like, okay. And I stood right up and I went and I said, "Let me check your blood pressure because we have a machine at home." And he was crashing. I said, "Alrighty then." I said, "I'm going to call." So I called. Dispatch talked with me till the ambulance arrived. And it was like a 3-ring circus, a morbid one. They called in also fire department, and so all their volunteer, they're all formally trained, and there was nothing but strings of traffic up like this and on the other side of the road, on both sides of the road. And I don't know how many of them showed up, but it was a lot. And they all had their 4-ways going, and it's dark, 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 And all I could see were people walking all over my lawn, and I didn't know who they were. And I remember saying to my friend, "Where are you?" Because there's people. There's not just paramedics here. There's people. And I said, "He's not going to make it." They took him down to the ambulance, and they're backed right up to the garden. And I couldn't see what was going on in the back. So what I did was I went down the stairs. I went halfway down, and I looked in the back windows of the ambulance, and there were tubes, and one of the medics was doing this. And then I seen the other medic charge up the paddles, and I seen the paddles go on him, and I seen his body react to it. Here's the thing, he died right in his bedroom with me talking to him. And I thought he was being compliant, because he could be a handful. And I said, all right, now you just let the medics take care of you. We get you off the hospital. You're going to be fine, just like every other time. You'll probably be home by morning, no problem. And then I seen his head come down. He died right there, and I didn't know it. I realized it later. And I got my son on the phone, and he's working ambulance, right? And he said, I'm listening to the radio. He said, I'll be out. He said, I've got a pregnant patient on board. As soon as I dispatch with her, he said, I'll be out. And my son never. He's a workaholic. He doesn't take time off for anybody. He don't care if you're dying. I'm on the middle of his shift. I got other people to save, you know. And I went, okay. And I hung up. And then it hit me. Why is he coming out here? Then he called again. He said, I'm being held a little longer, but I'm coming as soon as I can. I said, well, they took him in the ambulance. I said, he's not going to make it. I just know he's not. I just have this feeling he's not going to make it. And I'd already seen his death anyway. 3 months before that. I knew this was the night that it was going down. It was happening tonight kind of thing. And he said, Mom, they're not on their way to the hospital. I said, what are you talking about? They took him. He goes, did you see the ambulance actually leave with the lights going hot? I said, no, I didn't. But he said, look out the window. Look out the back window. And the ambulance was right there. And it was after that. He already knew because he's in his ambulance and he hears the radio conversation going on between the hospital and the medics. There's a doctor on one end, medics on the other. And he knew by the conversation, the results from the, testing, blood pressure, all that coming in, he knew what was going on. So it was just, there's a whole lot more that goes with that night, but these are the things I'll be reliving. And I'm already starting to. So. You're welcome, stars. You're welcome. It's all good. I'm all right. It's just that whole night, there's things that I'll never forget. I never seen anybody die before, and at one point, it was a horrible night. The day was great, but that night was it was just, oh my God, I'm going to scream kind of thing. But I was out here doing something at the kitchen table. One of the medics went down. He backed the ambulance up to the bottom of the stairs by the garden. And he was opening the back doors, getting out the stretcher, getting out the blanket, what they would need. And the young fella, the new medic, was in the bedroom with Eric. And I could hear him talking to Eric. And I was fiddling out here. I'd just getting out of the way, let the medic do his job, and never thought anything of it. And then I heard him say, okay, Eric, we're going to walk out. Don't worry, you're not going to fall down the stairs. We'll get you down the stairs, and we'll take you for a ride out to the hospital. He goes, so, let's get up. And when I left the room, Eric was sitting on the side of the bed. And then I heard the medic say, Eric, come on, work with me, buddy. He said, we'll get you out. Come on. And instead of hearing Eric respond to him, because I could hear him, and I heard what I thought was a stumble. What it was is he was trying to pull Eric into a standing position. The man was fucking dying right there in that moment. And here he is trying to get him to stand up. And I'm like, right. And then I heard it. I never heard this before, but I heard many stories. I heard the death rattle in his throat. It was so loud. And I'd never heard that before from anybody. And I said, what the hell is that? I dropped what I was doing. I ran back to the bedroom. And the medic's blocking my view like this. And I come in behind him. And I look around him at Eric. And the wind was immediately knocked out of me. I couldn't breathe. And I felt myself fall up against the desk that was behind me. His eyes were rolling in his head. And he turned a shade of white that's even whiter than what a ghost would be. I've never seen that color in my life. And I wasn't expecting that. And that rattling. There's a lot of weird things that happened that night that just don't make sense. And even the medical professionals can't tell me how something happened, why it happened. But anyway, it was a weird night. It was very, very strange. We're decorating one minute. That was a Saturday night, and Sunday morning I found myself at 9 a.m. sitting in a funeral home. Didn't plan on that. So, yes, last year when it was, when it was the first year anniversary of his death, that was the day Stewie had strokes. He had strokes on me, my cat. And I remember just flipping, don't you dare die on me today of all days. It was 1 year anniversary of Eric's death. And here the cat had a friggin' stroke. And I was just like, you can't do this to me, not today. No, I don't, no, don't. And I was doing everything I could to keep him alive. And I had no money. There was nothing I could do other than try to make him comfortable. And it took him about 5 or 6 days. But he came back. And he's still here, healthy as a horse. So these things happen, right? But out of respect for my husband, I have to observe the anniversary of his death, and that will be at 12 minutes after 12 tonight. The only reason I really know the time is because my friend, who I'd been talking to before it all happened, she said, I'm on my way, I'm coming down. I think she kind of sensed it too. This is serious, it's bad. And she pulled in, and I remember saying to her, he's gone. And when it was 12:12, she looked it back up on her phone because she was driving and watching her phone at the same time. And it was 12:12. It was the first night of the new moon as well. It was a new moon. So, but some things I'll never forget about it. All these people in my home, people I didn't know. There was two Mountie cars. There was fire department was here. 2 coroners were here because of death at home, and they were all called out. There had to be 30 people here at any given time, and the Mounties come in. There was 2 of them, and one says, normally we'd have to take you down to the station for a death at home to get your, what happened, an account. He said, but I'm not going to do that to you. The reason they didn't put me through the regular rigmarole was because of my son, Tim. They all knew him. And one of them even said that. He said, one of the coroners, he said, especially where your son, Tim's a paramedic, everybody knows him, we're not going to put you through that. We'll just take your statement right here. One Mountie out there guarding the door wouldn't let any, all these people wanting to get in here, and they wouldn't let them in. And then the other Mountie come in, then they both went out. He said, we'll be back in a minute. They came back in. And they said, the medics are going to be up to talk to you in a couple minutes, Natalie. I said, you can tell them to say to the trip up the stairs, I already know he's gone. And then next thing I know is all these people. And the medics come in. And one of them was a regular here for Eric. We used to have to call the ambulance for him every now and again. And we knew him first name. His name is Tony. And Tony was the one that did the talking. He said, Natalie, I said, I know he's gone. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to go through that. He said, I'll tell you the truth. He said, we worked on Eric longer than we would on a normal person going through something like that, just anybody else. But again, because of Tim. That was his stepfather. So he said, they normally only work, I don't know what it is now, but he said to me, we worked on him in the back of the ambulance for 27 minutes. And finally the doctor called it on the air over the radio. He said, I'm calling the death time. And he put it in. And that was it. And he didn't even go to the hospital. They transferred him from there right into the coroner's car. His thing, so, yeah. Thanks, Sally. Yeah, you were around when all that went on. And I'm going to get emotional because I'm thinking about the group. You just nudged my memory here. But the group, they have funny fortunes. It's like a group of people you've never... I don't throw the word love loosely around very much, but the essence of the group is what I love. They were my support system for about 2 months. I kid you not. My mailman, him and I got to be real good friends. He was every day except weekends, because we don't get mail here on the weekends, but every day. He'd come up the stairs and he'd have a big box of this, or he'd have a pile of letters. They were cards. Presents and gifts and thoughts, and it was beautiful. And they carried me for 2 months without stopping. I apologized to the mailman. I said, I'm sorry that I'm causing so much work for you. He says, hey, it's my job, this sort of a thing. So, but they're an amazing group of people. I'm just reading your note there, Jennifer. So anyways, that was the most. I never knew what I was opening. I never knew who it was from. It was, and because of them, I was able to pay my rent. I was able to pay my bills. I was able to eat. Um, they just did it all on their own. Each individual person did everything on their own. Everybody wanted to do their own personal thing, and they did. And I still have the cards and stuff from everybody. So, but, and you, Sally, you've been through that too, haven't you? You lost your husband. One of your husbands really young and all that as well. But here's the kicky part. And it's not that I've chosen to do this, but he's still with me physically. Yeah, he is. We had him cremated. He's here. I haven't spread his ashes as of yet. Maybe tomorrow would have been a good time to do it. I don't know. But I have to go. Where I'm going to spread his ashes is up at the family camp up in northern New Brunswick, or central New Brunswick. It's a long drive, and it just hasn't happened yet. So, but that's where they need to be spread. That was his happy place. But that's it. Anyway, so we're 10:34 now. I think I'm going to stop for now. I'm getting hungry. Have a bite to eat. And maybe put on some Christmas movies, just like I was doing 2 years ago on this night. I'll watch them in memory of him, I guess. I hope you guys all enjoyed your readings tonight. Thank you very much for being here again. Good readings tonight. Some of those cards were just bang on. I don't know what was up with the Nine of Pentacles, but hey, if you have to have a repetitive card, please let it be a good one, and it certainly was. Yeah, I got quite the support system around me. I'm lucky that way. The group has, I can't even phenomenal isn't a word. And they're there to help people. If you're ill, if you know someone's ill, they get collectively together and they send out things and they work miracles. I swear to you, they've worked miracles. Not a word of lie. They've made things happen that shouldn't have happened. And by collectively getting together and sending their good wishes, high energy, healing, and love, universally, it's a beautiful thing. It's an international group. There's people in there from all over the world. I have some strict rules. It doesn't interfere in fun, but I want people to stay within the essence of what the group is all about, and that's challenging at times. People don't listen. They think they're going to just do what they want to do, you know what I'm saying? So I have to keep reminding people, and I'm on the verge of doing that again. You guys are going way off in left field. Some guy smelling his own farts has nothing to do with the essence of Bay of Fundy Fortunes. If people want to post stuff like that, videos like that, that's not what it's about. You keep that crap to your own timeline. There's a lot of funny things they try to post, but it's not within the essence of the group. So anybody that's part of the group and is hearing this, please take note of what I'm saying. It makes my life a little bit easier. Good, Sally. Yeah, you can replay them. They're pretty good that way. So, but that's the stuff that I won't allow. I approve all the posts, is what I do. So, if it's not within the essence of the esoteric, the metaphysical, the channel, tarot cards, spirit, the universe, and everything that goes with that, if it isn't within the essence of that, I don't post them. I just go delete. Delete. That's funny, but put it on your own page. And a lot of things I laugh out loud about and think they're funny, but I'm not putting it out there. It's not what it's about. There are esoteric memes that are hilarious, you know. People can post stuff like that. I post it. You know, as long as there's a connection, right? So, anyways, I'm going to go, I guess, everybody, for now, because my time's running thin here. Thank you, Generator. Jennifer, our moderator, for being here and keeping everybody straight. Our good traffic cop, she's wonderful. Thank you, Jennifer, once again. Anyways, for everybody, please keep the peace in and share that light and love out with the rest of the world. And if you'd like, join us on Facebook under Bay of Fundy Fortunes. It's closed and private. Anything that goes on in there stays in there. You can feel safe. A lot of people, I've had them say, when I go into your group on Facebook, there's just a sense of calmness that comes over me. It's like this place of peace. And that's a big compliment to everybody in that group. So we're doing something right. Much love to all of you. I'll try to get back Wednesday night for sure. I don't know about tomorrow night yet, but we'll see. I'm thinking I should take, out of respect for my husband's memory, to take the whole day off tomorrow, and come back on Wednesday and do some more readings for y'all, because I enjoy them and I know you guys too. Thank you for support. Thank you for being here, each and every person. There's 11 left in the room. Thank you to all 11 of you for sticking around. Keep the peace in, share that love and that light out with the rest of the world in even the most minute, smallest way. Pay that forward. It's the butterfly effect. You can do something small by holding a door open for somebody. You don't know what happens after that, but something certainly does. Live your life with full integrity. Always do the right thing with good intentions. Anything done with good intentions can never be bad, and you can never go wrong. Always remember that. You're living your life within and beneath the microscope of our universe. It's watching, and it takes notes. You let that sink in, please. It could change the way you are. It could change the way you act. It could change your life for the better. Goodbye for now, everybody. I hope to see you all back here real soon. Thank you for being here once again. Much love to you all. Goodbye for now.